amazing. Got a star up. Butchart Gardens, we're going to come and see the Christmas light display. So we'll show you a little bit of the entrance here, and then we'll go inside. We're going to do some filming in the daytime, so you can see the gardens a bit. It's winter time, so they don't have a big display of flowers on. But then we'll also do some filming after dark when all the millions of Christmas lights come on. It's pretty good. Oh, this is a parking lot. We're going into, there's two parking lots here. There's the normal parking lot, and then there's the commercial parking lot where all the buses and tour groups go and stuff. We're going into the regular parking lot, which is where all the cars go, and that usually involves a lot of walking. Commercial parking lot's a lot smaller and it's a lot better. I prefer that one, but we're driving a car today, so we will go. The parking lot's all got columns in it, rows in it, and the rows are all done up in animal names, rabbit and this sort of thing, so it's I guess easier to find your way back to your car. I'm hoping to get a spot that's reasonably close, but I don't think we're going to be that lucky. I'm never that lucky. So here's one from, there's a column for Mastodon, Rooster, Butterfly, and they just sort of put you into a certain lane. So we're in Rabbit Lane, row number 8, and it's not too bad. This place is very professional with their staff. Their staff are incredibly well trained. They're all decked out in this safety gear and stuff, and little lit pointer sticks and stuff, so it's very, very organized. This is called Water Wheel Square. This is the big square here, but they opened this skating rink up. It's actually above freezing here, but they do, I guess, have cooling units underneath. And so they do put a skating rink in there, and you can bring a pair of skates and skate around. I'm not a good skater because Victoria really doesn't have a lot of opportunity to skate outside because it never gets cold enough. And consequently, I'm not a good skater. Maya, of course, is from the Philippines, and she's not a good skater at all. There are Christmas lights here. They're hard to see. See them? They're very, very faint. Anyways, there's Mai. Now there's also a little statue up here. Kind of like a Tom Sawyer, if you can imagine Huckleberry Finn and Tom Sawyer in the banks of Mississippi with the paddle wheel ship going by. So let's wander through. The house in front of us down here, that's the Butchart family home. They originally had a smaller house, and this is the larger house they built. They actually had a cement factory out here, and they made a lot of cement in the late 1800s for the city of Victoria. All the various buildings that were built. And that's their family home. It's now a dining room, and there's some other offices and stuff in there as well. But it's quite nice out here. Now the gardens were started by Jenny Butchart with the support of her husband Robert Butchart. They were a wealthy family in this area. They made a lot of money off of their cement factory, and consequently they were able to take on this massive project. The gardens are a bit over 100 years old now. They're built in the early 1900s, and they are very much a going concern. In the peak of the summer, they have about 450 employees, and they get about 1 million visitors a year. So a lot of people come up, cruise ship tour buses and stuff like that come out here in the summertime. And of course, they have the Christmas light display, which brings in a lot of staff as well, a lot of customers as well. I mean, so it is quite nice here. And now we've missed the first one. Oh, the first one's right here. This is a partridge in a pear tree. You see the pears, and there's the partridge in the pear tree. 12 Days of Christmas. So we'll start going through that as we go. I don't even know if mine knows the 12 Days of Christmas, but she will learn them. So you had there's a very nice ornament out there. Let me zoom in for you. This is going to look quite good when it's all lit up, but it's hard to see things when it's lit up. That's the, down in that area is the rose garden, which of course is all, you can't see any roses down there this time of year, it's December. But that's all the rose garden down there. It's very different in the summer. Mike? And of course the next one is, what is it, 2 French hens? So there's our, no. 2 doves? What is it?
Okay.
2 birds in there. What is it? I should know this. 2 turtle doves. And of course you got the 3 French hens coming up. Now the French hens, you can tell they're French hens because they are wearing beret and they have a croissant. There's a beret on that one. There's a croissant there. See the croissant? And of course behind them you have the Eiffel Tower. So that's your 3 French hens. And this leads to the Sunken Gardens, which is the real jewel in the crown for this place. The Sunken Gardens are spectacular. And of course it's all decked out in Christmas stuff. All the lights, you can't quite see, but there's a lot of lights all down in here. Lights up on the trees here, you can sort of see those and stuff. There's a lookout point up top here, right there. I'll zoom in so you can see. We'll head up there as well. There's some people standing up there. It's a rocky outcropping, and there's some people up there. There's 3 vantage points up there. And if you look up in the distance, where is it? I can't see it from this vantage point. This is actually the old lime quarry for the cement factory, and so they dug it all out, took out all the lime, and of course at that point they had to do something with this industrial pit of a hole. And Jenny Butchart had the grand idea of turning it into a sunken garden. And it's very close to the family home. It's only a few hundred feet from the family home, so it kind of made sense. So it's very easy if you're someone who's mobility limited a little bit in the walking department. You can still walk these stairs very easily. You don't actually walk up these stairs, you walk down them, and there's a ramp on the other side that you walk up. So you don't have to climb any stairs here, which is nice. It's just stairs down and ramps up, which makes this very civilized. But for some odd reason, a lot of people are coming up these stairs, which it's just a lot more work. Or maybe they're rushing back to the cafeteria to get hot chocolate, because it is, what, 6 degrees here right now? You see a little bit of the lights there, not too much. It'll look pretty spectacular when we come through on the second tour. But we're just going to do the whole garden in the daylights right now. And then we'll come back and do this whole thing again. Maya's dressed in extra layers, and she also has a pair of gloves on. Just to keep warm. Because it is rather cool. Although she's adapted very well to the Canadian climate. Jenny Butchart, she used to have her husband's workmen hang her off the side of the walls here on a bosun's chair, which is like a swing that goes off the side of a ship for painting the side of a ship. And Jenny Butchart would hang off the side of the cliffs here. They're probably about 30 feet high, 40 feet high. And she would plant plants anywhere along the sides of the walls of this sunken garden that she could. You just try and... These are 4 calling birds. Again, back to the 12 days of Christmas. And of course, if you look carefully, the birds are on a telephone. They used to have, see them there, they're on a telephone. They used to have old phones, the rotary dial ones, but they've updated their display and all the birds now have smartphones, which is kind of cute. I don't know how the heck they deal with that in the rain. I'm sure they have a system. You can, I don't know if you can hear the water here, there's a fountain, a stream or whatever, waterfall over there. But that waterfall is actually pumped water. There is no river around here, but it does add to the effect of the place. Butchart Gardens is also recognized by the Canadian government as a You see there, it's recognized by the Canadian government as a heritage site. Historical Sites and Monuments Board of Canada has designated this a heritage site. 5 golden rings, again, 12 days of Christmas. Nice harbor there. So this is the Ross Fountain. There's lights at the bottom of each fountain there, and there's also, these fountains also do a back and forth swishy sort of display sometimes, and the lights all change different colors as well. You can see they do have a bit of a good water supply here for the gardens, and the gardens are watered using groundwater. So we're going to head over this way. So this is the next one in 12 Days of Christmas. This is the 6 Geese Lane. And of course, if you look carefully, well, I guess if I zoom in, you can see there's a geese there, and she's got some eggs. So they're laying the eggs. Away we go. There's some reindeer down there. Don't know if you can see it. One of them's got a red nose. They're made out of wood and moss. So we just went up the ramp, out of the Sunken Garden. Onward we go. Looking pretty spectacular. My goodness. You don't really see these lights as well in the daytime. But we will come back in a second tour through. Very pretty. They actually look much better in with the naked eye than it does through the camera, I think. The lights here look fantastic.
You got to hand over the camera before you climb up.
That makes it really good.
Honey.
Cool stuff. I don't know if you can see it. There's a big white sort of, not a snowman, but sort of a white globe Christmas tree, and there's another tree there all covered in lights. This is the merry-go-round, built by a company in New York State. Built this, great expense, and you can ride it for $2 a ride. Mine wants to go on the merry-go-round, the Carousel. Bit of a lineup, eh? Huh? So Mai is heading for the orca whale, which is right there, and I don't think she's going to get it, but we'll see. You know, this is not an old school merry-go-round because it has a variety of animals on it, from panda bears to killer whales and all these various things. So it's got quite a variety, not just horses. It's even got a reindeer over there with a red nose on it. See that? There you go. Very seasonal. And she never did get the killer whale. Or the orca whale, I should say. Here she comes. I'm just going to pick something else. And the seats are quickly filling up. Going for the lion. Well, that's appropriate because I was born in August, so I'm a Leo. And it goes around and checks. It's only $2 a ride, which is quite reasonable. A cheap structure. And there she is. So the animals are 3 wide here, which is kind of
If you need help, call out to the operator for assistance. The ride will start when you hear the bell.
good height there. Now the lights are starting to show a bit better now. What was it like to ride a lion? You enjoy it? Yeah, these trees are looking good now. Slowly getting dark. There's a totem pole there. That's a, see the big statue up there? That's carved out of wood, cedar wood. It's common wood here. Poles are a form of West Coast native artwork. They're usually built for a special ceremony. This one has a otter with a clam in it. And they all have spiritual animals in them. All the way up to the top. And they're all different. They're all unique. They're all quite beautiful. Sometimes they're painted, which makes them look even more spectacular. There's swans down there. Or 7 swans are swimming. Those aren't real swans, those are part of the display for the 12 Days of Christmas. Noise, and then the tree will dance and blink. Welcome to the enchanted tree. At night, sing, speak, or clap your hands to make the lights dance.
Usually 6, yeah.
Monkey puzzle tree. Those are from the border region between Chile and Argentina. I don't know if you can see it, but they are a very prickly tree. You can see the branches there. You cannot touch those things. It's just all spikes. I don't know why they call it monkey puzzle tree. Maybe because monkeys can't climb them or something. I'm not sure. I got 2 of them here. 2. We're coming up to the Chinese Dragon Fountain. I believe this is given to us by a sister city in China. And it is got some Chinese lanterns around it, which is very nice for the Christmas lights. We'll pop in there. See the red lanterns there, the orange sort of balls there. Chinese lanterns up there. And of course the dragon fountain. Let the spraying in water, or is that fire out of his mouth? It's supposed to be simulated fire. These dragons breathe fire, don't they? All very nice. You put money in there and you make a wish.
Yeah.
Good luck. Let's go around the front and get a photo of you with the dragon. So we've had 7 swans of swimming. This is the 8 maids a milking. And if you look carefully, there is a cow in there, and each maid is holding a pail, which you milk a cow with back in the olden days. Get your pail of milk. On we go. Boy, that tree looks pretty spectacular over there. Check that out. Wow. It's really starting to come alive now as it gets darker. This is pretty. Actually, much more colorful than they look. They're bright pinks and purples and blues. Very relaxing music. Orange. I'm on top of this. I like filming her more. She's cute. I got a cute wife. So we're looking for 9. Next one is going to be 9 ladies dancing. I don't know where they are. Ladies dancing. Which way? Once. A video of your front. Oh, nice. Oh, beautiful smile.
I'm here, honey.
I'm right behind you. Built into the gardens. Can't even see them, but they're there. This is nice. Want a photo here? Now, of course, we've done the 8 maids of milking. Now we need the 9 ladies dancing. That's what we're coming up to here. This is actually getting quite nice now. Real ladies, these are actually. I think we got a witch there. I don't know what the witch is about. That's Little Red Riding Hood there. I think these are all the storybook characters. So we got Little Red Riding Hood. There's Bo Peep with her cane thing there for her sheep. Here. I know there's Little Miss Muppet, and she's sitting down by her tuppet, eating her curds away, and there's a spider that jumped down beside her there. So I know a few of these. Little Red Riding Hood, of course, we did that one. Don't know wrestling. Please dancing. The next one is 10 Lords of Leaping. And the Leaping Lords are off here in the distance. There they are. Actually frogs, but I guess you can do frogs for lords. Okay. So they're leaping up and down, as lords will do, apparently. Who knew? I don't know if you can see it, but this is the star pond at the gardens. Onward we go. It's all very pretty here. They do a good display. Misplaced my wife. Oh, there she is. Hard to find her in the dark with her dark clothing on, but I do see a white skirt. The what? Oh yes, that's very nice. How the heck did they put those big lit up ornaments way up in that tree? That's impressive. That's way up there. Obviously they have a monkey on staff, or a crane operator. This is the Italian garden. We're coming towards the end of the tour. This is the Italian garden. This used to be the tennis courts of the Butchart family. And, huh? Yes. Yes, we filmed those trees. So let me do a complete 360 here. We got the trellis with all the lights. The building. Butchart family home right there with the dining room in that section there. And then of course if we rotate around, come to the end. So of course if you know the song, these are the 11 pipers piping. And I don't know if these guys have any sort of relation to any story or if it's just they're interesting looking characters. They're actually done up as marionettes, and they do kind of move. Just foot's moving up and down there. They got strings working things, sort of. So there's 1, 2. It's a lady piper. 3, 4, 5. Here's some more. Yeah. 6, 7, 8. 9, 10, 11. And that's the 11 pipers piping. And there is actually the characters you are meeting on in the left to right order, and there's 11 of them, and they are all yes, they are all particular characters. It goes on and on in great detail here. I won't bore you with it, but it does go into great detail there. Look at those lights, eh? Really starting to come alive now. And things like that. It's a very well equipped gift shop. It's actually what we're checking out. And they have a lot of items there related to Canada. Because we are in Victoria, Canada. Along with native artwork. And I almost guarantee the native artwork here is actually done by natives and not by tour of the gardens with the lights on. Now at the end of your tour, they do have a brass boar. This is same as one, I think that's in Venice or somewhere in Italy. And it's a reproduction of it. And you can, of course, touch the nose for good luck. So why don't you touch the nose and I'll take a photo. Here, you look this way. Okay, I'll go on that side. See, these are all the lights that we saw when we first came in, and you could barely see them. But now it actually looks pretty spectacular. And they do have the Blue Poppy restaurant here. So they have a dining room, Blue Poppy restaurant, which is more of a cafeteria. And then they have the coffee shop, which is more of a, so it's different, eh? There's the family home. Yeah, this is where the tour starts. Now you might have noticed we've only done the 11 days of Christmas. The 12th day, the 12 drummer drumming, doesndoesn't come until the end. Pretty spectacular, isn't it? They do this well. I'll focus on the lights. Look at that, eh? So this is the beginning of the tour with the partridge and a pear tree. Of course, it's lit up so you can see them all at night as well. I recall we were here, right? We do a nice job with lighting here. We have various colored lights lighting up all the plants. 3 French hens, remember those? The Eiffel Tower behind. So this is the Sunken Garden, all lit up at night. And it's crowded here now. We went down this staircase down here. So this is the Sunken Garden, all lit up at night. Quite spectacular. And I don't know if you can see it, but there's people walking down those stairs. That's the staircase we went down earlier. It is something.
My turquoise is new, isn't it? The traffic now.
Yeah, but wow, what do you think of this? Is this like the Christmas Wonderland down here? You're like.
That's awesome. Lacey, Coman, can you guys just stop? Thank you.
5 golden rings.
Got a star up top there. And the trees. To the Ross fountain. And we'll see the fountain all lit up at night. It should look much better. Very nice job on the lighting. Crowds here are just unbelievable. $30 a person.
That's walking foot.
There's lights that flow and look like water. It's kind of neat. Very cool. This does look spectacular. It's hard to appreciate all the depth of the snow on the ground, which lights everything up. You can then see the ground and you can get your depth perception and stuff, and it is spectacular when there's snow on the ground. Just a light dusting, not enough to cover the lights, but just enough to lighten the ground. But they've done a beautiful job here, they really have. CP Rail, Canadian Pacific.
I know, I love it.
They're present from the North Pole, I guess.
See, they go down and then they come up back.
Sweet, I love it. I know we're gonna look at it again when we come back. Right now? We can look at it again when we come back. Douglas is getting tired. Oh
You gotta stop showing off.
It's a chain. Take a picture. Chain. Chain is a...
Straight? Yeah.
No, we can go.
Mama,
there's an outside in Ola. There's an outside Ola. Where? Oh yeah. There's an outside.
11 of the 12 days of Christmas, and the big mystery is, where's the 12 drummers drumming? And as you drive out of Butchart Gardens along the driveway, you see the 12 drummers drumming. And it took me forever to figure this out, and I finally had to ask a staff member, where are the 12 drummers drumming? And you can see them up top there. So it's kind of sneaky. They have them on the entranceway out on the driveway. So that's the 12 days of Christmas. Very famous song from long ago. And that's it. I hope you guys enjoyed seeing Butchart Gardens. And look forward to seeing you enjoying more of our videos in the future on our channel on YouTube. Remember to like and subscribe to our channel. And this is Steve and my and Steve signing off. And until next time, Merry Christmas.